Hey everyone, this is Dean with DCA Crypto. Got 4 great videos for you this week, so I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel, smash that like button, and let's jump into it. Alright, it's your weekly crypto YouTuber update. Try to get these out weekly. Just forewarning, I am going on vacation with my family next week, so I don't know if I'll have any videos out next week at all. Just so you guys know that we're going to be at Disney and focusing on having fun with the family. So I'll try to pre-record maybe a few videos to get one out a couple days that week. Otherwise, I won't be having videos next week, just to let you guys know. So if you're wondering what happened, we're on vacation and trying to enjoy ourselves, with everybody, all the kids and that. It's really hectic. So I just want to mention that here. We're going to jump into the first video here, so let's do that. Alright, so this video is by Alessio Rostani. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, but he has been a chart analyst for many years. He's been very good at predicting what the stock market's going to do, what Bitcoin's going to do. Sometimes he's wrong. Of course, everybody's wrong sometimes, but he's fairly accurate. So I want to play a little bit of this video and then give you my opinion on it, because it's really interesting what he has to say in this. So this is one of the videos I think you guys should take a look at.
Hey everyone, it's Alessio. Hope you're well. So interesting things happening on the chart of Bitcoin. Let's take a quick look at what this chart of Bitcoin is saying to us. Some interesting things are happening on this weekly time frame of Bitcoin. And in fact, I want to talk about an important signal that if it triggers, it could be a very positive sign for Bitcoin in the next several weeks and months. So let's talk about some interesting signs that are appearing on the chart of Bitcoin. Bitcoin just recently took out the 65,000 resistance, as you can see there on the chart, but since then it dropped back down. Now, as I'm making this video, Bitcoin is currently just hovering near 60,000 or 62,000 level. So I guess the question you're probably wondering is, what are the odds of Bitcoin moving back into some kind of a bullish uptrend into higher levels in the next several weeks and months? For example, what are the odds of Bitcoin going back into the 70,000, 80,000 range in the next several months? By the way, guys, as I'm making this video, let me just show you here. Take a look at this. So these are some really interesting sites you can see here. Hopefully I won't fall into the canal at some point. So a very interesting thing is happening on Bitcoin right now on the weekly time frame is the MACD indicator on Bitcoin. Now let me say this, that I don't rely just on one indicator to give me an indication as to what Bitcoin is doing. The main thing I look at, and the thing is, even though I do use indicators on charts, I prefer to use price structure, as you know, price structure, Elliott waves. Those are the things which I value the most when it comes to chart analysis. However, indicators, like for example, RSI, MACD, stochastic RSI, they can also be useful. What I want to focus on is the MACD indicator, again, 12.26.9 default setting on the chart, on the weekly time frame of Bitcoin. So the reason why something interesting is happening on the weekly time frame of Bitcoin is the MACD indicator looks potentially about to cross over in a positive direction in the next few weeks. So you can see at the moment, the blue line is below the red line on the MACD indicator. It looks as though, it appears, the MACD is likely to give a positive bullish crossover. In other words, it's likely that in the next few weeks, we may potentially see the blue line go above the red line. In other words, we may actually see a positive crossover, a bullish crossover on the MACD. Now you're probably thinking, okay, so what? Well, you see guys, if indeed the MACD indicator gives a bullish crossover in the next few weeks on Bitcoin, which I think is likely, that is what I think is going to happen. However, I'm going to wait for confirmation. So if the MACD indicator gives us, hopefully, with a bit of luck, per fortuna, as they say here in Italy, if we get a bullish positive crossover on the MACD, that could be a very strong early signal of potential bullish and positive movements on Bitcoin for the next several weeks and months, taking us to the end of the year. For example, this is what happened in the year 2023, just last year.
So I'll stop the video right there, but you can see on the chart here, last time it did this was looks like last October. And this is kind of what I've been talking about. Towards the end of October has been very bullish for crypto. And last year, once we did that in October, we kept moving up until the end of the year. So will that happen again? That's what we're trying to find out here. Hopefully we get this bullish cross, and then we turn into a bull momentum for the next 3 or 4 months, maybe 5 months with Bitcoin and crypto here. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. So really interesting. I think you guys should take a look at this video. The next video here is by Fire Hustle. She's going to talk about gaming here and the truth about crypto gaming. I'll play a little bit of this and then we can move on to the next video.
Listen up, because I'm about to reveal the truth about crypto gaming. Remember when gaming was a trending topic? Everyone was sharing their top gaming picks for a while. But after the climb in March, most gaming altcoins out there fell right back down. So what's going on? Was everyone just hyping up the gaming sector just to pump their own bags, or will we see a big comeback from these altcoins? Keep watching because I'm going to be giving away the ultimate truth about gaming in this video. I'm also going to be sharing one of the most underrated projects within the crypto gaming sector. So you don't want to miss this.
So I'm not going to play all that video, just a short clip of it, because it's a pretty short video. It's only 7 minutes long. So go ahead and take a look at Summer's video and her information about what she thinks is going to happen with crypto gaming here. I do think that crypto gaming is going to absolutely explode this bull run. I think it's going to be one of the hottest narratives. There are reasons for that. They're the big industries with crypto. Sony are getting involved in crypto. They have their own blockchain, I believe, is what Sony's doing. And there's a lot of huge investors getting involved in crypto gaming, and you're seeing games come out on like Steam and Epic Games and stuff like that with crypto, and a lot more funding has come into crypto gaming this time around. It's not the stupid pixely type crappy crypto games that we saw last bull run that still got to billions of market cap, which is absolutely ridiculous. We have higher quality, much higher quality games and some AAA games coming into the space now. There's gaming projects that you guys haven't even heard of yet, that are not out yet, that will be coming out over the next few months, that are going to absolutely blow your mind in crypto. They're not these small games that you've seen before. These are major players in the gaming space, and there's huge investors in the gaming space behind these projects. So you're going to see a lot of that coming out this bull run, and all it's going to take is for one game to set the trend for crypto, for the crypto bull run for gaming. You're going to see a lot of these crypto gaming projects explode, especially the ones that are crypto gaming and /AI. They're like AI gaming is going to be the narrative, one of the hot narratives for this bull run, because these are games that they have artificial intelligence built into them. And basically they are going to adapt to the players, and they are going to modify the game based off of your playing style and make it more challenging, which has not been done in gaming before. So you're going to see that this bull run as well. I think those ones are going to do really well. So I'll jump into the next video here, Crypto Crew University. I'm going to play a quick clip of this one here and let you guys know what I think of this one.
You need to pay attention to this. Bitcoin is about to do something which it only does once per year at exactly this time of year. Take a look. This is the 2-week stochastic RSI, which typically marks the biggest move of the whole year, and it happens right around this time. Right here, we are in the early stages of a stochastic RSI cross as we are about to move through September into October. The last time we did it was 2023, when we were in September and just moved into October. We saw a move from 25K all the way up to 74K. The year before that, in September, moving into October, we had a stochastic RSI cross right on schedule. And that is the move that literally took us out of the bear market and into the bull market.
So I'm not going to play all that, guys, but it's a very interesting video here. But he's getting really bullish on Bitcoin. And when Crypto Crew University gets bullish on Bitcoin, that's when we usually have an explosive move in the market, because he uses all the indicators out there, and he's very tactical about when he tries to talk bullish on Bitcoin. Normally he's very careful on what he says, but a lot of his videos recently have been very bullish on Bitcoin. So he's showing a lot of indicators out there, showing a trend coming that we are about to go into a bull run, and I hope to God that that is true. But watch this video, guys. It looks like a stochastic RSI cross is about to happen with Bitcoin, and every time it has done that, we've moved into a bull market, so, or at least a bullish momentum over the next several months. So watch that video, guys. I think it's got some really great information for you. So the last video here is by NobsCrypto. Kyron's got some good information in here. He's just kind of giving a warning about October. So, you know, he's saying be careful about bullish, you know, or Uptober, whatever you want to call it, a bullish October.
So everyone's calling for Uptober, the month where we're going to see some pretty serious gains and a shift in the market. And actually, I agree for the most part. I'm going to outline some pretty important news in a second. However, there is also a case to be made. The next week or two might not pan out exactly as we expect. I want to go over some of the reasons as to why you need to be prepared for a possible short-term retracement before eventually moving up into a very, very bullish November and December. Now, knowing this, of course, we can make exponential more multiples on the top side of our portfolios. So don't FOMO in just yet. Hear me out in this video, and maybe, just maybe, you can make some more money.
So I completely agree with him on this, and I'll let you watch the entire video, but he's going to go into some things over why he thinks that the first few weeks of October are going to be really bumpy, and we could see some potential corrections in the market. And I agree with that, and a lot of that has to do with things that are going on, you know, in the macro events of the world. We got the U.S. elections coming up. A lot of people are scared that Kamala Harris is going to become president because she's leading in some of the polls. Looks like a very tight race, regardless of what anyone says or thinks. It's going to be a tight race. I don't think anybody's got it by a long shot. I would hope that Trump wins for crypto's sake, because I think if he wins, that crypto's going to explode, and for tax reasons and that, you know, with Biden talking about 40% tax on unrealized capital gains or something like that. I think it was 40%. She could potentially put in place something very similar if she becomes president, and that is terrifying. Imagine your house value going up $100,000, and you would have to pay $40,000 that year just because your house went up in value. You would owe that to the IRS that year in your taxes, and it's not even if you did not sell your house. Now, they say this is on people that make over like $100 million a year, but that's where it starts. It starts with the upper class. The super rich is where they start putting the taxes, and then it trickles down to everybody. So you need to be careful on what you're allowing your government to do, because if they can like take an inch, they will take a mile. So keep that in mind. It's absolutely ridiculous that they would even consider taxing unrealized gains. So that is something that I am worried about as well. And the fact that the SEC under Biden has been very hostile towards crypto. They just appealed their case against Ripple. They're trying to still sue Ripple, even though they've lost. And the judge has told them multiple times, that this case pretty much should be non-existent. So, it's just a really hostile environment. So I'm hoping Trump wins for that sake, and for the sake of hopefully getting our energy costs down, to bring our inflation down on more affordable products. Because me, as a family man, I have 6 kids that I'm buying groceries for. I can show you the receipts over the last few years since 2020 where my groceries have gone up like 50% over the last few years. And sorry if you're hearing noise, it's my kids running around above me. I'm recording this video this morning because I just had a really hectic week with us planning for our trip next week. So if you hear any background noise, I apologize for it in the video. But I completely agree. There could be some opportunities coming up in the next week or so here where we get some dips in the market. That could be some good opportunities to buy in if you don't already have your bags packed. I know some of the coins are down this week from what they were a few weeks ago, some of the gaming and AI coins, and there are some good buys right now. So hopefully we get into a bullish end of October here and into November, and we see momentum towards the end of the year. It's looking like that will hopefully happen, but it's not guaranteed, of course. We could have some very bad news in the macro events what's going on with the Israel war. And if Israel goes into full-blown war and the U.S. has to step in and stuff, it's going to get really messy, and it could have an impact on the prices short term. But I think long term we'll still have a bull run, because we've seen bad world events before, like COVID caused the markets to crash really hard, and then we still went into a bull run with Bitcoin. So right now we're just a little bit later. We're post-halving. So if things get pushed out right now, it'll be interesting to see how it affects the crypto markets. But sort of right now, things are still moving in a bullish momentum for Bitcoin, even though we've been just kind of going sideways. But even with all the bad events going on right now with the wars and stuff, and the and the presidential election being kind of up in the air as what's going on with it, and surprisingly, Bitcoin's been holding up pretty well. We're still above $60,000, and who would have thought that we would be at this point when you're looking at it last year, and Bitcoin's like at $25,000. You wouldn't really think that right now, but we're definitely still there, and we made a new all-time high early, and hopefully we break through that and go into a bull run. But that's pretty much what I got for this week's video, guys. I appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. Appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me.